At this point, we're going to do some basic graphing of exponential functions. The easiest way to do this is to do it with a table. In Year 11 and Year 12, we call it a table of values. So what is the first step? Write down the equation that you're trying to graph. That's step 1. I'll stop after step 2. And then a table of values is just a table with 2 rows. You can see there's a table with 2 rows here. The top row is for your x's. The bottom row is for your y's. So step 2 is draw up a table with 2 rows and 5 columns with a label for the x and y rows. Can you please copy? Can you please write to there, please? Right now it won't mean much. When I show you how to fill in the table, then it will mean a lot. We'll do one of your 3 questions to answer together, and then the other 2, I'd like you to do it if you finish that early. It's your time. Last lesson on Wednesday is going to be a hard yard. Are you teaching him about this or what?
Is the equation we're writing y equals to x?
No, that's the one we're going to do together, okay? But the steps is for whatever equation is, yeah? So what you'll be doing today, and one of your questions in the test, it'll be draw a graph with a table of values. Your first step, write that function, draw up a table, x and y. What's step 3? Right now, this table, there is nothing in it. It's just x and y. It is empty right now. So step 3, you fill the table by putting the x values one by one into that equation you wrote to find what the matching y's are. You can use x values of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but sometimes the question will tell you what to use instead. So read it properly. And step 4, once you filled in the table, you can plot each coordinate to graph it. Again, that won't mean much until we actually do it together. So can you write the 4 steps, and then I will show you how the 4 steps work. What is it? Oh, it's early. If you have a calculator, get it out.
Yes, we do.
You're allowed to use a device calculator during the test, but I'll be patrolling around. Anything other than the calculator opens, your test will be ripped up in front of you. If you've been told that the only thing allowed to be open is your calculator, then something other than the calculator pops up. Does that make sense? Because in your previous school, did they allow you cheat sheets? South Australia, that's allowed, were you allowed calculators? Yeah. So in our school, we don't have class sets of calculators. So you need to sort of use your device. But if people cheat, then that's it. Then you've got to issue a admit. Don't worry, only Year 12s have been silly enough to do that.
Really?
They never did it again after they saw what happened. So it was in your brother's year, man.
Was it?
Yeah. Ask him if he remembers.
So what, did you just grab his test and rip it?
Yeah. Yes. If literally everyone in the class knows, do not open anything else. Who does that make look stupid?
He got a 0?
Well, I marked what he'd answered, but that's it. He wasn't going to answer anymore. Everyone else is stressing out, trying to do their best. Why is it fair that someone else cheats? I think that's reasonable. I thought I wasn't going to do it. A couple more minutes and then I want to show that these crazy instructions, it's not that bad. But the reason why I write the instructions down is so, look, next week, if this is not fresh, you still need to be able to see how it works. It needs to be written in full. I'll start on filling this table in while people are getting that down. So step 1 was write down the equation or function you're trying to graph. If it's already written for me on the paper, there's no point in writing it again. Okay, I can see it here. This is what I'm trying to graph. Y is equal to 2 to the power of x plus 1. How do I know that that's exponential? What feature of it tells me that it's exponential? X is what? Is it a power or is it normal?
Power.
It's a power. It's exponential. It's going to curve. Okay? How do I fill in the table? Fill the table by putting the x values in. What x values did I recommend? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you don't even need to think about that. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I filled those in. I didn't even need to do maths there. I just needed to remember that.
I've been doing appendices.
Where does the actual math come in? Well, my function is y is equal to 2 to the power of whatever x is, plus 1. Do I currently know what y is when x is when x is 0? It's blank right now. So I need to work that out. So I'll use the space underneath. Y is equal to 2 to the power of 0 plus 1. What is anything to the power of 0? 1. Well done. 1 plus 1, 2. So what does that maths tell me? When x was 0, what did my maths tell me y was equal to? 2. So that's what I'm going to chuck in the... When x is 0, y is 2 for this function. What would I write? What working out would I write to work out what y is going to go here? What's x going to be this time? It was 0 before. What's x going to be now?
3.
1. At 2 to the power of 1 plus 1. 2 to the power of 1. Anything to the power of 1 is itself. So 2 plus 1, 3. So under 1 is going to be 3. I'll pause there so you have time. It looks like some people are still catching up. I'll stop there. You boys know this already? You know this? You know how to do this? The ones that you're answering is... Almost done. Just do those 3. ABC 3 graphs.
8.
Anyone, someone else, help me out. You guys at the back, you're chatting. Would you like to explain to me how you would fill in this box? What am I saying x is this time? What is the x on top of this blank square? 2. So in that function, I'm going to replace it with 2 to the power of 2 instead. Add 1. What is 2 to the power of 2? 2 times 2, 4. Add 1 to it, 5. So 5 is going to go there. See how we're slowly filling in this table? Eventually that's going to help us put dots down. Next one, y is equal to 2 to the power of, what am I filling in? 3. For 3. 2 to the third plus 1. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Plus 1 is 9. Then last one, y is equal to 2 to the 4 plus 1.
17.
17, well done. Now you're going, okay, I filled in my table. You're going to get plenty of marks for that part. But you still haven't graphed it yet to finish off all your marks for this question. What does this table tell us? When x is equal to 0, which is along here, x is 0 along the y-axis, where do I put my dot for the y? On 2, yeah. You can say it out loud. And even if you got it wrong, you'll get fixed up anyway. Don't be afraid. So I've got 1 dot there. Can I draw a line with 1 dot? No, I don't know what direction it's going. It's just a dot. What is y going to be when x is equal to 1? According to this, 3. So on top of 1, I go up to 3. So you can see my scale on the side is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. When x is 2, y is going to be 5. So 2 up to 5. You can see the dots are curving upwards. When x is 3, y is going to be 9. You can see it's going up faster now. And last one, when x is 4, so down here, y is going to be 17. I'm not going to mark you on how smooth your line is. The only way that you're going to lose marks is if you do straight lines between with a ruler, like dot to dot it. That's not what exponential, it has to be curved. But if you sort of miss one, I don't mind. What I want to see is that you tried to make it smooth and go through the lines. Is that reasonably close? Okay? If I'm in a test and I'm stressing out, I probably don't have time to erase that and get it to go through the points exactly. If you want to see a bad one, that I would say erase and try again. If you completely missed, try that again. It's nowhere close. Okay? The first ones are close. If you completely just draw a straight line, no. But if you sort of have a smooth curve that follows the dots, we're cool. Okay?
Is that good? Is that the right one?
Yes. Your scale is slightly different to mine.
Yeah.
So this student here, I'm not saying your name because it's on the recording. This student here, his scale here was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's different about mine? Is mine going up in ones?
Or up in 2.
Mine's going up in 2 because I've got sort of a limited space to do the video. So his one goes up faster, but it doesn't matter because as long as his dots are in the right place, that's where it's meant to go. Okay? I'll stop the